Hi, I'm Erin Tracy of Empower Wellness, and I wanted to tell you about something that happened this weekend. I went to an open space to play with my two very active teenagers, and we had a frisbee-like thing called an aerobie. And we hadn't played with it in a while, and none of us were particularly skilled at aiming the frisbee, and plus the wind would blow and there'd be gusts, and it interfered a bit as we remembered our skills with this toy. That meant I was running and jumping and lunging for this totally awesome toy and then sending it on its way to the next kid across the field. It was totally fun. At some point, I realized that I hadn't played like that in quite some time, and as I felt my foot land on uneven earth, as I ran or jumped, I wondered briefly if I was going to pay for this the next day. Was I going to have really sore ankles or really hurt my knee the next day? Because that was what used to happen to me. But I continued to play, and I realized that I felt incredibly energized and jazzed in my body. And it also occurred to me that 10 years ago, I would not have had the motivation or the energy to play as I was playing now. And even if I had any physical pain, like an acute pain, would have stopped me pretty quick from enjoying myself as I was doing just last weekend. And guess what? The next day, I felt great. There was no soreness at all from that intense frolicking. And I realized that if I had tried that 10 years ago, I would have been a stiff mess the next day, and I surely would have hurt something that would have caused me to limp around the next day. So I know that I owe how great I feel in my body now in my mid-40s to the practice of Pangu Shengong and some supporting habits that I have, like Tai Chi. My health is great. I rarely get sick, and if I do, it's very short-lived. I'm enjoying my life and my family in ways that I never thought possible. My anxiety is nearly non-existent. I sleep well and I wake rested. And all of this that I just described is not at all how I lived my life in my 20s and 30s. I have so much gratitude for learning to cultivate and balance my energy, my emotions, and my spirit through a Qigong practice called Pangu Shengong.